reach out and find your happily ever after.
Hey guys, it's Kelsey and welcome to Minivans and Money. So today we are doing a collab video with some homeschool mamas, so make sure to check out the playlist down below. This is our homeschool morning routines. We are actually on break from homeschool this week, but our morning routine pretty much looks the same every single day. Lots of imaginary play and outside time. Good morning. Good morning. So what makes our morning routine a little bit different from most people's is, again, that we homeschool, but also my husband works second shift. So that usually means that our family dinner is actually during lunchtime, and things are just a little bit different having dad home during the day, whereas most people's spouses are home in the evening. And so I hope you will enjoy our morning routine. So usually the very first thing that I do in the morning is let out my dog. She's getting really old, and so sometimes she does have accidents. We usually have little diapers for her, but sometimes she'll have accidents that I maybe have to clean up, or I just really have to make sure that I get her outside as quickly as possible in the morning. If you guys are not using reusable coffee filters, these are amazing. We compost our coffee grounds and just use reusable coffee filters. Saves so much money, and we just love having them. We just rinse them off in the sink. I will link down below where we picked ours up from. So once the coffee gets going, I usually head into the bathroom and just wash my face. I use the Beauty Counter Clear Pore Cleanser. I will link down below my favorite Beauty Counter rep. I love her so much. And then once I get my face washed, I use my favorite toothpaste, which is Hello brand, and it is made with activated charcoal and coconut oil, which would explain why my teeth look all black, but I promise they are getting clean. So literally by the time I get done with that, the kids have already gotten themselves some cereal, and then they will usually grab a piece of fruit as well. So while I'm waiting for the coffee to get going, I will usually do a few different things. I will usually feed the dog and get her some water. I will give the boys their vitamins and Liam's prescription medicine. These are the boys that the vitamins take. They take a probiotic, fish oil, a vitamin D, and then they do a multivitamin. Liam has some other supplements that he takes in the evening, as well as his prescription medicine for his pandas. But these are what they take every day, and if they get a cold, we add some vitamin C and some elderberry. But this is their daily regimen. My husband and I also take some for anxiety and depression, as well as a vitamin D supplement for us too. So if Kyle is awake in the morning, I usually make scrambled eggs, but he usually works a lot of overtime, so he does not get home until really late. So I usually just make some over easy eggs, and I pretty much eat eggs for breakfast every single day. While my eggs are cooking, I usually read over my Bible verse of the day and do my devotional, and then I usually hop on to my social media. I will link my Instagram down below so that you guys can check that out, and I also just check YouTube and reply to any comments or anything like that. And then I also like to support some of my fellow YouTubers if I have time in the morning. So Liam is getting to that age where he loves being in front of the camera, and he actually loves recording a lot of things right now. So he was pretty obsessed with the fact that we had the camera out for most of the morning. So normally I try to have my dishes done at night and I try to get my kitchen cleaned in the evening, but Liam had an out-of-town doctor's appointment yesterday. We were gone a majority of the day, and when I got home I was just way too tired to deal with it all. So unfortunately that meant that this morning I was doing dishes. So if you would like to see my latest clean with me video, I will link it at the eye in the sky. So depending on the time of the year, we spend a huge portion outside. Since it is still a little bit chilly here and not quite spring, we do a little bit of morning time and a little bit of outside time. But in the summer, I plan to do another routine because we are pretty much outside for most of the day. So lucky for me, Nolan decided this week that he wanted to start potty training. He has been doing pretty well, but this video should be fun to edit for that reason alone, and just the fact that he is just a stinker. There's no other way to put it. So right now we are playing in the playroom. Liam loves playing cars. We play Legos a lot. The boys just got a lot of kitchen things for their birthdays and Christmas. So they've been playing a lot of grocery store and a lot of that type of thing. And imaginative play is so important for their ages that I just love being able to be a part of that and encourage that in them. They also really love when I read books with these puppets that I got. I actually got these at a thrift store. I will link that video above where I kind of talk about that. But I love reading these books to them like this, and they just think it is hilarious. So around this time, my husband usually likes to be woken up so that he can spend some time with the boys, and then we usually head outside to play. So for the past week, it had been about in the 60s, and today it was a little bit chillier. It had just rained. There was a lot of storms yesterday, and so it was a little bit damp outside, but also the temperature had dropped quite a bit. But we were still excited to get outside for a little bit warmer weather than we have been stuck inside with.
I got time. clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be.
While the boys play outside and ride their bikes and do all that fun stuff, I usually like to read, or if Kyle's home, I will talk to him a little bit. But this is currently the book that I am reading, Jesus the Gentle Parent by L.R. Nost. I absolutely love her and love the gentle parenting philosophy. If this is something you are interested in, I will link it down in the description box below because it is amazing.
Sometimes you need to go, take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can.
So a huge reason why I encourage outdoor play so much is just because of the kids' ability to learn all on their own. So Nolan loves looking for bugs, especially worms, and he will literally spend all day outside looking at worms, following worms, touching worms, holding worms. He is just obsessed with them, and it's really great because then we can go inside and read books about worms that we've gotten from the library, or watch episodes of certain shows. He really loves wild kratts. I think he just really likes animals and nature in general. So I love being able to fuel that love and desire for them. So as I said earlier, we eat our family meal around normal people's lunchtime. So on this particular day, we were having Kyle cook us up some tacos. Kyle's really good at making ground beef meals, and I'm really good at pretty much all the other meals. So usually when we have things like tacos or chili, he kind of puts himself in charge of that, just as a awesome husband and a great way to contribute. It is so important to us to be able to sit down at the table as a family and enjoy a meal together. I never had that growing up. It was always going into your own separate rooms and eating on a TV tray and just watching TV. And that is something that I have always set out to do. So while we started living in this house, we kind of got out of the routine of having all 3 meals together. But for the most part, we at least have one meal together every single day as a family where we can sit and talk, and we try to have as many together as possible. So at this time, it is almost time for Nolan to take his nap. He has 1 nap a day. He just turned 3 years old. He's a great sleeper and an awesome napper still, and I hope that lasts. Liam didn't stop taking naps until he was about 5. So I hope that Nolan is the same, but Kyle usually takes over getting Nolan down to bed. That is kind of their alone time, and Liam and I will start our actual sit-down school routine. If you're interested in watching that, I will link it up at the eye in the sky. So this is what they do together every single day, and it's really cute because until I filmed this, I hadn't actually been upstairs to see it because, like I said, I'm normally downstairs with Liam doing our schoolwork, but Kyle has this game on his phone that is for little ones, and it is like a nighttime app, and so Nolan will do it. We don't do a lot of screen time with our kids, but this is one of the times where I think it's okay. And so Kyle will sit there with him and snuggle with him for a little bit and just get that one-on-one father and son time. And then once it's kind of time that they've settled down, Nolan will take a nap and Kyle will lay down until he has to get back up for work. So that is it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed our morning routine video. If you're interested in an evening routine video, please let me know down in the comments. I'm kind of like single momming it in the evenings. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to go to the playlist down in the description box and watch all of the other awesome homeschool mamas. I know some moms do school first thing in the morning, some do morning baskets. There's so many different versions of everybody, and I can't wait to watch them all. So make sure you check them out, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.